Coach Leon Burney has selected numbers 1 to 11 whenever possible, and he does so today, so there are no sentimental starts for those players yet to appear. Anna Leet makes her 7th appearance across 2 FIFA Under-17 World Cup finals, a New Zealand record. Our match officials are led by referee Riem Hussein from Germany, Kylie Coburn from Scotland, Mihaela Tepuza from Romania. They are the assistants, and the 4th official is Salima Mukansanga, and she's from Rwanda. Pennants are exchanged. Jordan Heitemer is getting her instructions from referee Riem Hussein. Looks like New Zealand have have won the toss and have chosen to stay as they are. So I'm guessing that Canada will kick off. Canada too are clearly determined to finish 3rd if they possibly can. Jade Rose is fit again and replaces Ariel Young in central defence, while Julien Valeron will play at left back in a full-strength 4-3-3 lineup for the Canadians. Leon Burney has said, regardless of the result in this final game, it's been an amazing achievement, a historic run. Rhian Wilkinson has said this is a huge moment for New Zealand and for Canada. All those not selected to start will sit on the substitutes benches. Just a reminder that the coaches may make up to 3 changes in the course of the match. We go direct to a penalty shootout if the teams are level at 90 minutes. There's Jade Rose. She missed the semi-final with a groin strain, but is fit to return today. Never hurried. She's a really accomplished performer. Mackenzie Barry is a really dogged defender, and she likes to get forward and join the attack when she can. She's had a very good World Cup. The crowd join in the countdown, and the 3rd place playoff is underway. Early touch for Rose and her central defending partner, Maya Antwine. Oh, there's a little bit of overplaying there. Would you believe it? There's a goal on 16 seconds for New Zealand. Oh, Canada played far too much football inside their own penalty area there. Grace Wisniewski has punished the error, scored against Uruguay, and now she has scored against Canada as well. Well, it's all very well to be a ball-playing defender. The goalkeeper, Karpenko, didn't really want that ball played to her. Then she took a heavy touch, and Wisniewski was the main beneficiary. It's a good, strong challenge, you have to say, to win the ball. 1-0 it is.
Goal for New Zealand by player number 10, Nzl Can Ssb.
Well, Canada go straight to the other end and force a corner. Now what can they do with it? Here's Valeron. Ball comes out to Wisniewski. That's fired goalwards and had to be pushed over by Anna Leet. Well, it's well struck from Williams. Well, Williams had a little look up. It's too straight really and comfortable enough for Leet, making a record 7th appearance at a FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup finals, including two years ago in Jordan. Referee Hussein sorting out the pushing before this corner kick can be taken. Lara Kazanjian with the in-swinger. The goalkeeper's come off her line. The referee's seen pushing. Well, the ball's confidently swept into the net by Jordan Heitema, but the whistle had already gone. Actually, I think it was Kyla Novak. It was. Either way, it all doesn't matter. The referee had seen too much pushing. Williams. Shaw closed down. Good defensive work from Vandermeer. Here's Revere. Rose. Antoine. She's had a couple of nervous moments already. She's given that away under no real pressure. And New Zealand, who already lead by that Grace Wisniewski goal, scored seconds in, are really enjoying this third place playoff. Good battling there from Jenkins. Balata tidies up. I said it before, it's lovely to play plenty of football, to look for your teammates, get your passing rhythm going, but these are blustery conditions, and Canada are really partly the architects of their own downfall there. Lovely simple finish for Grace Wisniewski. Scored plenty of goals in qualifying from her midfield roles, 6 in total. And now has 2 at this FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup. We mustn't forget that this is a best showing for Canada and a best showing for New Zealand as well at FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup finals. It's bowled out by Karpenko and won back by New Zealand straight away. Good work from Rennie. Here's Barry. Shaw. Well, she's given one there for Heitema to chase, and Jordan Heitema's got on the end of it. Could do with a bit of support now. Shaw is available. Oh, she scuffed her attempt at a pass. Wanted to keep that move going and couldn't quite get the connection she wanted. Here's Revere. Poor Maya Antoine just can't get a pass right at the moment. Needs to just calm herself down and regain her composure. Rose brings in Revere. Well, that's well helped on by Williams to bring in Shaw. Williams will have it again. New Zealand closed the door. Balata takes over. Back it goes to Rose. Novak. Novak's shown too much of that. Well won back by Fraser. Heitema will chase this. Well, Hannah Mackay-Wright absolutely took control of that situation, because Heitema is pacey and dangerous, as we know. Mackay-Wright took no chances with it. Barry with the throw. It's allowed to go by Rose and will be picked up by Wisniewski. Rennie with the cross. Canada have to be careful here. Well, they've managed to keep the ball away from Amelia Abbott. And now Revere. Good athleticism from her. Surging run. And she's found Heitemer, who keeps possession despite a stumble. Still Heitemer. Good pace from her. It flicks off Mackay Wright and into the hands of Leet. Wisniewski can't find Brown. Brown, who will always have a shot from a long way out if she feels the goalkeeper's off her line a bit. Novak gets there. Clever little tackle from Mackenzie Barry, just a little toe poke. New Zealand playing with great confidence. You have to watch these counter-attacks from Canada because they have got pace. Barry gets something on that. Vandermeer. And back it goes to the captain, Mittendorf. Well, it was clear from the coach's selections. We'll just see what Brown can do here. That's good defending. Sturdy and determined from Antoine. I was just going to say, you can tell from the lineup selected that both coaches are absolutely desperate to make that little bit of history. Having got this far for the first time, got to the semi-finals for the first time, they would love to cap it off by finishing third rather than fourth. And the game, with 10 minutes played, has settled into a pattern. It's being played at a great tempo. We've already seen some good football from both teams. Canada, of course, trail, so they will be keen to get that back, get that goal back sooner rather than later. Rennie with the cross. Heavy touch from Wisniewski, couldn't gather it and maybe make something of it. Good strong play from Rennie to get past Balata. But that's where the move ended. 10 minutes played, just over. Confirmation, New Zealand 1, Canada 0. Grace Wisniewski, the goal scorer. Her second goal of this FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup. Mackay Wright can only find Valeron. Sent forward by Kazanjian. There's a bit of space now for Williams. Gets her cross in. Novak can't keep it in play. It's a waste of good possession from Anderson Williams. Both coaches barking out their instructions. I think Leon Burney can quite believe what his players have achieved at this FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup. And there's one for Rennie to chase. Back it goes to Fraser. Brown comes across, but the throw will go Canada's way. Antoine, he just got away with that. Here's Wayne Balata. Karpenko's ball forward. Ultimately drops for Abbott. That's a lovely touch on. Can Wisniewski get a shot away? Oh, what a goal that is! That's a fabulous New Zealand goal. 2 for the young football ferns and 2 for Grace Wisniewski. Well, that touch to open up the opportunity for Wisniewski was terrific. And how about that for a finish? Let's not forget there the contribution of Maggie Jenkins, just helped it on. Wisniewski was already making her run. It's really good football, and it's 2-0. Well, it's pretty clear who's settled better into this third place playoff, and Rhian Wilkinson is trying to urge her players on. Well, they really are playing with confidence, are New Zealand. Canada have to dig deep now and show what they can do. Here's Revere. Heitema. Still Heitema, she's done really well. Overran it eventually. Important header there by Valeron, otherwise possession might have been lost again. Here's Kazanjian. He's such a busy player, Lara Kazanjian of Quebec Rex. Scored that second goal against Korea Republic when Canada were short of a player due to a red card, and really sealed the points in that game. Shaw. Vandermeer with the interception. Mackay Wright gets a clearance in. Some really determined tackling from New Zealand at the moment, but Canada trying to press, trying to create something. Jenkins. Again, well tidied up by Julianne Valeron of Quebec NTC. Novak. Well, we've had just over a quarter of an hour. Apart from anything else, it's been very good entertainment. (2-0) to New Zealand. Novak's done well to get her cross in, but Mitterrand is there. Sorry, Mittendorf. Mitterrand fulfills another role. There's Mittendorf again. You can probably just hear the New Zealand support. Go Kelly was the chant a moment there from supporters of Kelly Brown. Valeron uses Kovac. Heitema. There's a little bit of space behind her. She had Mittendorf for company. And that's watched through to Leet. actually making her 8th appearance at a FIFA Under-17 World Cup finals today. And that is a New Zealand record. Played a couple of times at Jordan and ever present here in Montevideo as well. And briefly in Colonia, of course, where they played Japan. Fraser battling away. Abbott can't pin down Heitema. Jenkins. Rose comes out on top. Rose then stands up, the cross has to be dealt with. Abbott is back helping. But good defending from Mackenzie Barry ahead of that. Free kick to Canada. Just a point about free kicks. There's hardly been a foul. It's been very, very clean. I think actually that might be the first of the game. Kazanjian sends it up. Mittendorf didn't get the cleanest connection, but managed to get it away nevertheless. Here's Kazanjian once more. Canada now playing a high defensive line, trying to play their football in the New Zealand half. That's really well played from Williams, and then, unfortunately for her, she's overrun it. Mittendorf takes it off her. Well, this is New Zealand's 21st match at FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup finals. That's despite being ever present, and they've previously won 4 and lost 14 of them. So it all puts it into some sort of focus, in some sort of context for New Zealand. What a great tournament this has been for them, and they lead Canada by 2-0 with 20 minutes played, both being scored by Grace Wisniewski. The first was a reward for being in a dangerous position when Canada played a little bit too much football in their own defensive area. The second was just a delightful goal, beautifully worked and well finished off. Ball in the hands of Anna Leet. Thirteenth appearance in total for Anna Leet for New Zealand's Under-17 women. 8th at her finals. Balata. Heitema might get to this. Out comes Leet. Oh, Leet got that absolutely right. As it bounced up, she had to be careful to get the ball and not the player, and that's what she did. It's going to be a free kick to Canada. Well, part of this is due to a good starting position and awareness from Leet, and she just takes it off the nose there of Jordan Heitema. Shaw will take this free kick for Canada. Wisniewski slams it against Brown. New Zealand retain possession. They won't any longer. Here's Rose. Valeron is available, but is missed out by Antoine in favour of Novak. Kyla Novak. It's a real tussle in the midfield there between Balata and Abbott. Abbott came out on top, but Canada have it back now. That's really neatly done by Shaw. Heitema keeps the move going. It'll be a Canada corner. Canada ranked 8th by FIFA at under 17 level. Still no first half goal in these World Cup finals for Canada. Shaw takes. It'll be a throw which Julien Valeron will come across to take. It'd be dangerous for New Zealand to think that they've got this game won. 2 early goals, obviously lovely for them. But Canada are a team with some goal threat. Players like Williams and Heitema in particular. Well won by Wisniewski, couldn't quite squirt it through to Brown. There's one for Karpenko to deal with. Barry challenges for it and draws a whistle from our German referee, Riem Hussein. And she does get there late. It's clearly Novak who gets to the ball first and gets her header in. We're just past the halfway point in the first half, and it's been really good entertainment. Good tempo to the game, played in the right spirit, and a couple of goals as well. Ooh, there was just enough contact there from Jenkins on Antoine to attract the referee's attention. Otherwise, Antoine could have been in real trouble with Wisniewski getting on the ball again. Wouldn't Wisniewski like a hat-trick? Valeron. Well, I'm able to confirm that the first goal scored by Grace Wisniewski sets a new record. The previous was held by Nigeria's Sue Adekwa. She scored in the first tournament 10 years ago against Korea Republic on 22 seconds. Well, Wisniewski's first was certainly inside that and sets a new record. It's a pretty clear foul by one number 3 on the other. Valeron goes to ground, and Shaw is among a clutch of Canada players taking an interest in this free kick. She's drifting away now. Heitema is there, Balata is there. Balata's drifting away too. It does look as if it'll be the captain, Jordan Heitema, who will take this. conference between Balata and Haitama. That's what the wall is there to do. Canada will get a corner kick. Blustery day here in Montevideo. And towards the near post where Williams attacked it. Hacked goalwards by Antoine, and be a corner kick which Lara Kazanjian goes over to take. Well, Canada, along with Mexico, were the first teams from CONCACAF in the semi-final since 2008. Williams having a go. It's not away yet. Valeron, intelligent cross. Oh, it's so well defended. And finally, the danger passes, but there was a really good defensive header in there. I think it was from Marisa van der Meer. Leet sends it forward. It's a clear two hands in the back there from Wayne Balata, and that's always going to be a free kick.
Back four, side on! First in, second! Early cover!
Mittendorf will take this
Side on!
for New Zealand. It's gone a long way. Tidied up by Balata. Here's Williams. Forward by Mittendorf. Brown's going to chase that. Won't get to it though, and it'll be a Canada goal kick. We've had half an hour. It's New Zealand 2, Canada 0. 2 goals for Grace Wisniewski. There's confirmation of it. Abbott. Jenkins bundled over by Rose. Well, this is a tournament that has been dominated by teams from Asia. We've had AFC teams winning it 4 times out of 5. Spain are in the final this time. Mexico are in the final, so things are getting a little bit different. We have had one UEFA winner, and that was France. First semi-finals without an AFC team. It's well defended by Valeron. Had to be careful. Jenkins was lurking. Kazanjian doing her best to keep that in. Barry. Balati gets her head to that, and Kazanjian is battling. All the way back it goes, with a kind deflection to Anna Karpenko, one of the Ontario Rex players, as are the 2 central defenders in front of her, Antoine and Rose. Fraser. Rennie trying to take over. It's a foul by Mittendorf on Haitama, and the referee goes for her yellow card. Clumsy challenge from the captain of New Zealand. Rose will take this. Touchdown by Rennie for Fraser. Heitema. Can Williams get to this? Mittendorf is trying to watch it out for a goal kick. She's just about shielded it over the line. Well, Leon Burney said we made history when we got past the group phase for the first time, and we made history again when we reached our semi-final. We gave it our all on the pitch. The players can be proud of themselves. And he's absolutely right. They can be proud of themselves, and I love that message from the New Zealand Prime Minister ahead of the semi-final. Win or lose, New Zealand is proud of these young footballers. Jade Revere has just gone down. I hope she's only adjusting a boot. I think that's all it is. Or is she in pain? A damaged bootlace, nothing more serious than that. Well, we've seen this enough times so far in this FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup. The long throw from Annika Mittendorf. Made 4 appearances for the Under-20s, including at the Women's World Cup earlier this year in France. That's going to drop. Hammered goalwards, but wide by Fraser. Oh, we're heading for the last 10 minutes of the first half. And New Zealand looking pretty comfortable at the moment. That was probably the better opportunity, the initial one. Mittendorf. Brown rises. Boots too high from Wisniewski. That'll be a free kick. It's good interception from Rennie. Abbott wanted Wisniewski to come short to receive it, and Wisniewski wanted the ball long. Just a little disconnect there, and Canada can use Valeron and Antoine to start this attack. Novak. Good challenge from Mackay Wright. That's another nice little touch off from Jenkins. We've seen one of those earlier in the game. Well, the cross from Rennie had far too much on it. Brown got her head to it, but she was never going to be able to steer this on target. Well, she did her best. Good turn from Williams. Good defending from Van der Meer. Here's Valeron. Canada 3 times quarterfinals at the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup. New Zealand never out of the groups. So this makes it the best showing for both of them. Let's not forget that. Quarter-finalists in 2008, 2012 and 2014, and now at last past the quarter-finals for Canada. Late tackle there means a free kick to Canada. Have to be taken in the right place though. Rose. Revere's ball forward is asking a lot of Shaw. You just know that Shaw will battle all the way for it. She's always shown so much determination throughout this FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup. Here's Marissa van der Meer of FC 2011. Hadn't played for New Zealand's Under-17 women prior to this FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup. Good defending from Valeron. Rose. Well, Canada have done their best to get back into this game, but what they haven't really done is properly work Leet in the New Zealand goal. Still in play. Well kept in by Williams. Rose trying to find a simple option on. The only one available is back to her goalkeeper Karpenko, and that's some credit to New Zealand. Karpenko's clearance went straight to Barry. Barry drops her chin onto her chest because she's disappointed at the quality of her first touch there. Here's Balata being closed down by Fraser. It's a heavy touch, straight to Brown it goes, and look who's back trying to get Canada going forward. Their captain Heitema, she's now continued her run. Wanted the early ball. Instead, it's played forward by Valeron for Shaw. Just a little bit too much on it and not helped by the wind taking the ball on. Wisniewski. It's really good defending from Rose. Well, that's a little sign there of what Jade Rose can do, the youngest in the squad. She would be eligible to play in the next edition in 2 years' time, if selected. I think the only reason she wouldn't be selected is if she had really made herself part of the under-20s by then. She looks very, very confident. Here is Rose. Heitema trying to keep possession. Again, good work by Abbott. Rennie and Fraser trying to combine. Couldn't quite keep the move going. Antoine. Brown trying to make life difficult for her. Actually, it was Wisniewski. Apologies. You could probably hear the coach, Rhian Wilkinson, a former international herself, roaring her team on the best she can. 181 appearances for the WNT, the women's national team of Canada. I'm told she's very musical. Maybe we could ask her to give a few blasts on her trumpet to try and inspire the Canada players. That's beautifully brought down by Valeron. Kazanjian. Skillfully done by Haitama. Just Kazanjian available. Mackay right, good header. When she gets into her stride, Jordan Haitama, she's got great pace, long legs, get moving, and it's difficult to keep up with her. A fair amount of skill as well already. Full international. Sorry, an under-20 international, not full yet. Here's Revere. Determined defending from Kelly Brown there. She does her defensive work. It's not just about getting forward and looking for goals, and that will be a free kick to New Zealand. And we are into the last 30 seconds of the first 45 minutes, just waiting for the fourth officials board to be raised. It's amazing to think that for New Zealand, their quarter-final match against Japan was their first ever knockout game at a FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup. And then they played another, which they did lose. Referee and her assistants add no time to the first half. There goes the whistle to bring the first 45 minutes to a close. The first 45 minutes that started dreadfully for Canada. Grace Wisniewski with a goal after about 16 seconds. She added another on 13 minutes. It's been a really good half for New Zealand's number 10. At half-time here at the Estadio Charrua in Montevideo, it is New Zealand 2, Canada 0. Welcome back. 2-0 to New Zealand at half-time as New Zealand and Canada play off for third place in this FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup. What a half that was for New Zealand, taking the lead on 15 seconds through Grace Wisniewski, and then on 13 minutes she added another. It's going to be a change at half-time for New Zealand, a double change in fact. Off goes Anderson Williams and she is replaced by De Filippo. Jessica De Filippo comes on, and in addition to that, Julianne Valeron is withdrawn and she is replaced by Ariel Young. Just see how Canada organise things. Young has gone to left back. I wondered whether she would play in the centre, and perhaps Rose or Antoine would go to full back, but no, that's how they've done it. So Julianne Valeron is withdrawn, so too Anderson Williams, and that's the end of their last appearances as under-17 internationals. It's on to the under-20s and so on if they can get into those teams. Revere with the cross. It's gone a long way. Kyla Novak couldn't control that. So that's a double substitution from Canada at half-time. And the players have come out with a little bit of renewed verve and vigour at the start of this second half, after a first half showing that really didn't really demonstrate what Canada can properly do. Rose sent forward by Valeron, by Karpenko rather. De Filippo, she has scored at this FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup under a late goal against Colombia. Jenkins, Fraser battling away there, but the ball drops for De Filippo. Kazanjian with the cross. Well, this is a slightly livelier start from Canada. It's out of play. Both assistants have their flags up, one for offside and one for the ball going out of play. Either way, New Zealand can profit. It's the throw that's been given. Don't often see that. Novak. Good determination from her, and she's forced a corner kick. There has been a previous meeting at FIFA Under-17 World Cup finals level between these two nations. They met in the groups in 2008, and Canada won that by 1-0. Kazanjian. Last touch was off Lara Kazanjian, so it will be a goal kick to New Zealand.
They don't have to play that. They don't have to play. Yeah.
I do want to reiterate what a good tournament it has been, how well organised, and there was a lovely quote right at the start of this FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup by Sarai Barraman, the Chief Women's Football Officer at FIFA. She said, "You can feel football in the air here," and it is a real football-loving country, Uruguay. Remember, winners of the first ever Men's World Cup. And that wasn't their only one too, just ask Brazil. And they have staged a fine women's event this time. Rose has a little look up. Young. Scoots all the way through to Leet in the New Zealand goal. Has made 3 senior appearances already. 13th appearance in all for the under-17s. Not a bad cross for Ssb there at the near post, hoping to get something on it. She's already got 2 goals, you know what she wants. Wants an Adidas Telstar to take home with her. Haitama. De Filippo with the cross. Haitama attached it, it actually bounced goalwards off Anneke Mittendorf. It's a good cross, she's really dug that out. Haitama's header though bounces off Mittendorf and safely to Leet. Good work from the substitute, Jessica De Filippo. Mittendorf will hurl this as far as she can. Jenkins was underneath it. Ssb sent that rather wide, but Brown will work her way over and keep it in play. And she's cleverly forced a corner off Rose. Well, there's the back heel. Clever play from Kelly Brown of Hamilton Wanderers. Goal against Finland, another against Uruguay, as New Zealand mopped up 6 points from those opening 2 games and got themselves through to the quarterfinals. Jenkins takes, it's only half cleared. Vandermeer's connection wasn't quite what she was hoping for. Here's Jenkins. Fine defending from Revere, and that's going to be a free kick given against Maggie Jenkins. She's getting a few sharp words from referee Hussein as well. I wonder whether she'd go for her card. Jade Revere has felt that. Maggie Jenkins was urged to go and see how Revere was by the referee. Rennie was hoping to intercept that. Instead, Kazanjian comes away with the ball. Straight to Vandermeer. Kazanjian should get another turn. Novak. Well done by De Filippo to find Kazanjian. The cross headed wide ultimately. by Jordan Heitema. Well, this is a familiar New Zealand change. We'll just have another look at this header from Heitema. She's got a good connection, she's got plenty of power on it, it's just wide of the target. It's going to say that Maya Hahn is coming on, and we see Hahn coming on once more. She's been regularly used as a substitute. She keeps up her record of taking part in every match in some one way or another. Macy Fraser, the youngest in the squad, sees her 11th appearance for the New Zealand under-17 women come to an end. Hahn takes, and they've worked it for Abbott. It's going to be stabbed in! Oh, it's off the post! How close to a hat-trick! Grace Wisniewski can't believe it. Look at that expression. Maybe she'll get another chance. Maybe from this throw from her captain Mittendorf. Well, Canada with everyone back defending, and so that meant that as the ball was cleared by De Filippo, there was no one to receive it. So New Zealand have a throw, and they can get back on the attack. Hahn with the header, but that's straight out of play. And with 11 minutes gone in the second half, it stays New Zealand 2, Canada 0. What a chance for a hat-trick has just been passed up by Grace Wisniewski. She's got lovely quick feet there, Heitema. She can take and turn all in one go really well. The latter goes beyond her. Rose very keen to get on with it. Quite sharp there with the ball girl. Well, here's the corner routine. We saw it work for New Zealand against Japan, and ultimately it fell to Grace Wisniewski. She couldn't believe it. So close to a hat-trick. Novak on the burst forward. Well, New Zealand doing 4 Women's World Cups without leaving the groups, 7 under-20 Women's World Cups without leaving the groups. But here they are, looking good at the moment to finish 3rd at this FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup of 2018. De Filippo. Offside is the decision. She's coming back from an offside position. Well, offside is given. Very, very tight. Mackay right up well to win that. Nearest shove, spotted. And so Canada will have a free kick. Beverly Priestman guided Canada through qualifying. Rhiann Wilkinson took over following Beverly Priestman's decision to move back to England and take up a role as assistant to Phil Neville with the English women's team. Rose. De Filippo battling for it. It's going to be a goal kick. De Filippo's not impressed. And Leon Burney, the coach of New Zealand, said that I hope that these girls, these under-17 internationals, have encouraged the next generation to go out and play this sport. That, to my mind, is the biggest victory of all. It's saying a lot given what this team have achieved. Well, the referee tried to play an advantage there and eventually has decided to bring it back. It will be a free kick to New Zealand as Brown was felled. Maya Hahn bringing the ball over. Well, it's certainly a dangerous position. Karpenko organising her defensive wall. She has 4 players in it. You would think it more suits a right footer and less. Maggie Jenkins wanted to whip it the other side of the wall. It is Hahn who takes, but straight at the wall it goes. Jenkins. It's a good tackle. Had to be timed right from Revere. New Zealand ranked 17, Canada ranked 8th by FIFA at under 17 level. Canada have gone the whole of this FIFA under 17 Women's World Cup without scoring a goal in the first half of a match. Astonishing. What they could do with now is a couple in the second half, at least a couple. Vandermeer can only send that as far as Balata. Here's Young. Just a little tactical note. Canada have decided to go for 3 at the back. And I think that that is to try and get more support forward to the likes of Jordan Heitema. Well dealt with by Antoine. Balata sends it forward. De Filippo, that was an important challenge, but following up is Heitema. De Filippo goes for goal. Kazanjian would prefer it on her left foot. What a fine strike that is from Lara Kazanjian. She scored a good goal against Korea Republic in the groups. That one is even better, and Canada are back in this game. Well, Canada had been applying a fair bit of pressure. Kazanjian is left-footed. She worked it onto that left-footed weapon and let fly. It's 2-1. Brown. Good covering across from Antoine. Well, you can be absolutely sure that the coach of Canada, Rhian Wilkinson, had a few sharp words to say to her players at half-time because they hadn't shown their best form in the first 45. She made a little change of formation by bringing on Ariel Young, trying to get more players forward, and it's resulted in a goal for Kazanjian and for Canada. It's well won back by Rennie. Couldn't get the delivery she wanted at the end of it all. I think we're going to have a pretty interesting last 25 minutes to this match here at the Estadio Charrua. It's been keenly contested right from the start. And I say right from the start, we had a goal after 15 seconds. Shaw. Kazanjian. Here's Balata. Rose. Looking for some movement ahead of her. Flicked on by Haitama. De Filippo trying to make it hers. Haitama again. Shaw is available. Shaw really didn't have a route to goal there. Just hammered it straight against the defenders in front of her. Kazanjian tries to bring some order to the play. Here's Kyla Novak. She's forced a corner. Canada have been at 6 Women's World Cups, came third in 2003, 7 under-20s, finalists in 2002, and now battling to try and finish third in the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup of 2018. Around the 3-quarter mark. New Zealand get it away, but Rose will start Canada moving forward once more. Haitama's timed that really well. It's a good header. Shaw with the shot. Wasn't far wide from Caitlin Shaw. Through the legs of Mackay Wright. Oh, and Leek was scrabbling there to try and get across to it. This is a good spell for Canada. They're applying serious pressure now on the New Zealand goal. Revere. Kelly Brown back doing her defensive work. Young. Haitama popping up right across the front line, trying to work an opening, see if they can find an equaliser. Young. Well, Canada absolutely dominating possession at the moment. New Zealand really struggling to get a turn with the ball. 62-38 is the official statistic at the moment. Young receives the throw. Back to Kazanjian it goes. She's made room for the cross. It's going to come out for Balati to... Balata hit it, and it was always going wide from Wayne Balata. Still, Rhian Wilkinson urges her team on. The tap of the watch there, I think she's pointing out that there's still 20 minutes to play, plenty of time for Canada to get themselves back in to this game properly. How different might it have been if Wisniewski had completed her hat-trick? If is such a big little word, isn't it? Well, New Zealand trying to break out of their own half. Cleared long by Karpenko. Mackay Wright is underneath it. So too, though, for Canada was Kazanjian. Gabi Rennie is flagged offside. Made a couple of appearances at the Under-20 World Cup in France in the summer. The European summer, that is. Antoine Balata, nice turn. Important challenge there from Mackay Wright. Good header from Mittendorf. Kazanjian, tracked by Hahn. Well, Kazanjian, she's so busy and fleet of foot. It's come all the way out for Revere to strike. Well, Revere is right-footed and she had to meet that with her left. She didn't get enough power on it, but still more good pressure from Canada. Here's the cross from Kazanjian. It's a loose header from Mittendorf. But comfortable enough in the end for Leet. There's one for Heitemer to chase after. Great determination from Hannah Mackay Wright of Forest Hill, Milford United. She was unfortunate with an own goal against Japan, but she hasn't let it bother her. Terrific, determined defending. It'll be a corner though to Canada. Kazanjian with that left foot trying to get a bit of whip. Goalkeeper's come for it, not got much on it. Di Filippo hung out a leg, couldn't get the proper connection. Can't take your eyes off this game. It has been tremendous entertainment. Just at the moment it's Canada applying constant pressure. Young with the cross. Leet beats it away. Revere. Kazanjian popping up on the right side now. Di Filippo. It'll be a throw. Young with the cross. Nothing wrong with that, says the referee, as Brown comes away with the ball, but then it's taken off her by Heitemer, and Heitemer prepared to run right at them. It's a clumsy challenge from Maggie Jenkins, and that's going to mean a free kick, and before it can be taken, we're going to see a New Zealand substitution. Great work from Heitemer, but that is a strong old challenge from Maggie Jenkins. It's Gabi Rennie who will be replaced. And on comes Brittany Cunningham-Lee, again regularly used as a substitute. Still over a quarter of an hour of this game to go. Plenty of time for Canada to draw level. Or more. And for that matter, for New Zealand to get another goal. All options remain on the table. It's 2-1 to New Zealand at the moment, and Kazanjian takes the free kick. Well, there's a shout for handball there against Brown. Referee didn't blink. Karpenko sends it forward. Mittendorf is there with the header for New Zealand. Antoine. Here's Rose. Be careful not to be caught in possession. Oh, she's just got that change of pace. Take her away from Jenkins. Kazanjian. Balata. Oh, that's neither one thing nor the other from Wayne Balata. And all the way through it goes. Well, there's the free kick. Well, that's never deliberate handball by Kelly Brown. And the officials got that absolutely right. Led by our referee, Riem Hussein, who's controlled this game very well indeed. Standard of the officiating at this FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup has really been very, very high. And don't forget that it is the Women's World Cup for the seniors in France next summer, and this event is a real opportunity for the top women's referees to show how good they are and to claim a place in France next summer. Rose. Well watched by Mittendorf. Heitema leaves the throw for Jade Rose to take. Wonder if we will see her in 2 years' time, always providing that Canada qualify, of course, for the next edition. CONCACAF qualifying is not an easy task, is it, with the USA and Mexico in there as well. Latta just eased off the ball. Well, I'm getting a crick in my neck from looking over towards my right because all the play is in the New Zealand half at the moment, as Canada continue to press. Young sends it forward, De Filippo attacks it. But that's wasteful again from Balata, the Quebec Rex midfielder. Does a lot of good work defensively, Wayne Balata, but sometimes when she comes forward, her shooting is a bit wayward. Good header from her there. Shaw, she's given that away. Surging run from Cunningham-Lee to Brown. Well, goal kick is the decision. Brown looks mystified. Just over 11 minutes to play. Is there a way back in this for Canada? Can they turn all this possession and pressure into an equalising goal? And that's just for starters. Wisniewski trying to get on the end of this. Too many red shirts all around her. Antoine and Rose combine. Here's Maya Antoine. Kazanjian. De Filippo has done the right thing to send it wide to Shaw. Young, should be a keeper's ball. Flicks off the head of Mittendorf and into the hands of her goalkeeper, Anna Leet. Scored that clinching penalty in the shootout against Japan. Wild scenes after that in Cologne. Heitema brings that down and she's helped it through to Shaw. Look how aware of the danger Hannah Mackay-Wright was. Great positioning. What can Canada do with this corner kick? Again, Kazanjian takes, hoping to swing it in. Swirling wind here today. Goalkeeper came for it initially and then decided that it wasn't such a great idea. Antoine with the delivery. Young trying to get on the end of it. It'll be a throw to Canada. Young. Well, she got a cross in, but simple enough for Leet. Jenkins couldn't get a toe to that. 63% possession for Canada, and look at that, 18 attempts, but not enough of those actually on target. Only 3 making it through to Leet. That's well won actually by Mackay-Wright. Unfortunately for her, her pass at the end of it all wasn't so impressive. Heitema runs into Mackay-Wright again. It's another good tackle and another poor pass. What a shame. Karpenko. Leet's come for it, and Leet did just enough. Nothing wrong with that challenge. Before play can restart, we're going to see a substitution. Rose Luxton, who has made a couple of appearances at this FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup, comes on for the last few moments here. She replaces the battling midfielder, Amelia Abbott. Both Abbott and Luxton hadn't played for New Zealand's Under-17 women prior to this tournament. Well, they have now. They've both made a good impression. It's a really strong challenge. And a yellow card is shown. Kenzie Barry goes into the notebook. Ninth appearance for New Zealand's Under-17 women for Mackenzie Barry of New Plymouth Girls High School. It's not a hot day particularly, cool breeze. We'll just have another look at this challenge. It's just good defending from Leet. She comes out of her box and gets the ball. No complaints there from Jordan Heitema. Now the players, even I'm saying it's not a hot day, but players still taking the opportunity, even with just 6 minutes left to play, to take on some fluids and to have a word from their coaches as well. This is certainly not an official water break, but we're still waiting for treatment to be completed. Let's have another look at this strike from Lara Kazanjian. Oh, she hits that true, doesn't she? Very left-footed player. Once it's on that left foot, that's as crisp as anything. Lovely strike. And it deserved a wave of the maple leaf flag of Canada. Ariel Young still down. Canada are lining up a substitution here. Sonia Walk getting ready to come on, and Young is not moving at all freely, bless her. Let's hope that she's feeling all right in a moment or two. Well, the papers are in, the board is being prepared, and the substitution is about to be made.
Rosie, Rosie, higher, higher.
Kazanjian takes the free kick, comes out to Rose. Rose tried to measure one there, tried to pick out the top corner, didn't get it at all right. Well, Ariel Young has already left the pitch, and now she is formally replaced by Sonia Walk. It's been an eventful afternoon for Ariel Young, on as a substitute and subsequently substituted herself. Let's hope she's all right. Well, just over 3 minutes remain, but there is going to be time to be added on. Vandermeer takes. Brown. And Kelly Brown scuffed that, and it goes behind for a goal kick, which New Zealand will have to defend now because Canada are in a hurry. Rose, it's well intercepted by Mittendorf. Wisniewski. Cunningham Lee couldn't quite gather. Here's Rose, starting a lot of moves for Canada at the moment. In goes her cross. Very ambitious from Walk. Heitema. Could do with some help now and gets it from Revere. Well dealt with by Mittendorf, but nobody there to receive the ball forward. Still Canada apply the pressure, still New Zealand repel it. Here's Hahn. There's one for Cunningham Lee to chase. It's a really good ball from Jenkins. Cunningham Lee hasn't given this up. Should be a corner. No, it's too much pushing there from Cunningham Lee, and so it will be a free kick. There's the shove, pretty clear and definite. Filippo trying to get on the end of Heitema's throw. Heitema in a hurry. Walk. Revere. Walk again. Determined defending. Well, we've seen so much of it from New Zealand. That's terrific from Van der Meer. Brown trying to be careful not to turn into trouble. It's a foul by Brown there on Shaw. And out comes the yellow card. There's the challenge that brought the yellow card for Kelly Brown. What I would say about her is that she plays as a forward, she has an eye for goal, but she never neglects her defensive duties. She provides a lot of help to Van der Meer at left back. We're into the 5 additional minutes. Again forward by Rose. Again repelled by New Zealand. It'll be a throw. Canada in a real hurry now. We've had one of the additional 5 minutes already. Here's Barry. As New Zealand have battled away, they have picked up 3 yellow cards. As they have doggedly tried to hold on to their lead. It's a great clearance from Mackay Wright. He's had a fine game today. Revere, here's Shaw. Rose. Here's Antoine on the surge. Balata. There's the cross. It's going to drop, will it, for Heitema? No. Again, good defending. Walk takes over. New Zealand really shut the door on Sonia Walk there. She was trying to find space for a shot. Rose. And from the first minute to the 93rd, it has been tremendous to watch this match. Both teams playing with absolute determination and the right spirit throughout. And that's a bit wasteful. And Elite won't be in a great hurry to take this goal kick. Hahn, she sliced it, but Brown will go and fetch. Van der Meer won't give it up. Here's Jade Revere with the throw for Canada. What a tackle that is from Hahn. Cunningham-Lee tries to get a toe in. Well, the pressure applied by Cunningham-Lee enabled Luxton to get a touch. Too much backing in by De Filippo. Again, New Zealand won't be in a great hurry to take this. Leet sends it forward. Cunningham Lee does the same, but it's kept in by Karpenko. 40 seconds or so of the additional 5 remain. Canada need a goal. And all the way through to De Filippo, combining with Heitema. Heitema tries to get a shot away. Goalkeeper Leet can't prevent a corner being conceded by Luxton. Shaw. Up go the heads, most notably Mackay Wright. That should be a keeper's ball. Watched and claimed by Anna Leet. And look at those celebrations from the New Zealand players come the final whistle. They started out with low expectations, but they have finished third. New Zealand 2, Canada 1 is the final score here in Montevideo.
the best performance of this team at this level ever for Canada. How proud are you of this team?
So proud. You know, sometimes the games don't go your way, and we lost a heartbreaker today, but they pushed, they gave everything they had, and yeah, no, I'm extremely proud of them today.
Canada pinned them down, 62% of the possession. What do you say to a young team like this to take away?
Yeah, well, that's, you know, possession is a stat. It's not the, it doesn't tell the story. You know, huge congratulations to New Zealand, record-breaking win for them. You know, we gave everything, we pushed, and I don't know what more I could have asked from them. So they'll hurt tonight, but they should be very proud of themselves.
Last one for you. What do you think these young players should take away from this tournament as they progress towards the women's national team?
I think this team is the next 2002 team. I think you'll see a lot of them coming through our system, going towards the senior team very soon. They should take away a lot of confidence. They have big futures.
Thank you.
Coach Bernie, congratulations. Third place at a World Cup U17. What are your feelings right now? What can you tell us about the girls' performance?
First of all, while disappointed, Rian and Canada, they've had a fantastic tournament. Like, they've created history as well for their country. They got to the semi-finals for the first time, and when they get over, disappointment today, she's done a fantastic job with Canada. For us, who would have thought? We come over here, we had a dream. We got out of the group, created history for the first time. We then got into the semi-finals, created more history, and now we've just got a bronze medal at a World Cup. Like, how good are these players? It was a great performance. I thought first half we were really good. Second half, it was just pure determination and drive to hang in there and get that medal.
A wonderful crowd gathered here today. What do you think people are feeling back home?
Yeah, a few big thank yous, to all the staff that are over here with me. They've done a great job. To the players, I think it speaks for itself what they've done. The families and friends that are over here, it's been an amazing, month. We've been here a while. Everyone back home, all the football community, all the media, all the support we have, this bronze is for everyone.
Congratulations.
Thank you.